Ready? Okay, go ahead.
Airplane, and or up.
You are up.
Yeah.
Good, you got it. You've got this. I just mixing it up.
What was that?
Good.
Airplane, or up. You're up.
Awesome, you got them. Okay.
Leader, F,
Good.
K cup, Giga, Peepa,
Awesome. Okay. And we're going to go on, well, okay.
Wa,
WH, well.
TH, the, CH, SH, CK,
Good, so these are our diagraphs, right? So when we have a diagraph, what is special about the sound that they make? What do these letters do together? Do I tap once or twice for an SH?
Like one.
One, so it makes one sound. Good job. All right, let's practice these. Read the letters and say the sound.
UNG, ONK, ANK, ink, ONG, UNK, unk.
You are awesome. Okay, so we're going to keep practicing with a review. So we'll do some of our glued letters. So this is a review. What do we have here?
Fang.
Fang. So ang, fang. Okay? Practicing those glued letters still. Okay, another one. It's a nonsense word.
Fang.
Fang. Good job. Getting the hang of that. One more glued review.
And
Song. Good job. So ONG song. Alright. Let's practice a blend from before. Good, good job. So where's your blend? SAR. It's good. It's a 3-letter blend. Good. You have got this. So now we'll go back into our practicing 2-syllable words. Alright, this is another U right here. So what do we have?
Humbug.
Good, humbug. Now tell me where you would divide that syllable. Good job. Good. So scoop the syllable. Hum.
Humbug.
Awesome.
Combat.
Good. Combat. So can you divide that for me? Scoop your syllables.
Combat.
Awesome.
Punch.
Punish. Good job. Where would you divide? Good job. Scoop. Punch. Good. Do you have a diagraph in there? No, a diagram. Good. Good job. Diagraph. And diagraphs make how many sounds? 1. 2 letters, 1 sound. Good job. Awesome. Divide for me. And scoop them.
Gal.
Alright, you're doing great today. You really are. Do one more nonsense.
Ibot.
Ibot. Good. Ibot. Good. So where would you divide? Where do you think you would divide that? Good. Ibot. So we've got a closed syllable, we've got our I, and then another closed syllable. Good job with that. So I, it's it. Alright. Go ahead and take out your chart for me. And have that off to the side. Alright, so put that out over here. And we're going to practice these real quick. Okay?
Hamon.
Hatmon, good job.
Punish. Happen. Solid. Catfish. Picnic. Tennis. Cowway. Finish. Happy. Unless. Cannot. Gallon. Mitten. Truck. Solid. Salad. Pippi. Public. Satin. Gospel. Galley. Ducks. Ducks. Block. Shrimp. Land.
Tap it for me. Tap it for me.
Land.
Tap it for me.
Land. Blend.
Blend. Good. What sound does the E make? What's your keyword? E and E, right? So blend. Okay?
String. String.
Tap it for me.
String. Stuff. Ring.
Alright, look at the A. What sound is A? What
Stuff. Ring.
strang?
String.
Okay. Stir, ang. You've got your A and G there, okay?
Spring.
Sprig.
Spring.
Okay, you just had a little bit of a... Extended one of your letters there was a sprig. Say it with me. Sprig.
Spring.
Good job.
Gong. Bang. Glass. Scrubbed. Scribed. Scribed.
Okay.
We
What?
spread?
Scrid. Good. You've got it. I and J, right?
Yes.
Scrid. Scrid. Okay?
Scrub. Drift. Snow. Grind.
Tap it for me.
Ride. Ride.
Okay, you've got a TH here, okay? What sound does TH make? The. So tap it one more time.
Rust.
Tap it one more time.
Rust.
Alright.
Ride.
And there's no D. Grath.
Grass.
Grath. Good job. Grath. Grath.
Hags.
Good.
Hags.
Hags. Good job.
King games.
Good.
Pun puns.
Good.
Chum chums. Break breaks.
Good job. Put these away. Get some of your vocabulary and sight words out.
Gossip.
Gossip. What's gossip? Remember? You can look on the back if you need to.
You were talking each other.
Good. People talking about each other. Good job.
Crust.
Crest. What's a crest?
Tucker. I feel
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Front.
Fronts. Good. What's that?
The smallest animals were born.
What? Good. Small animal.
Stench.
What's that?
Strong smell.
Strong smell.
Annex.
Annex. Good. And that is?
A building.
Good. And then here's your sight word? Island. Good job. All right. Now we're going to add a vocabulary word. So turn to actually the B of your vocabulary. Okay, do you know what a banquet is?
It's like a party.
Good. Awesome. So you're going to add, that's going to be one of our vocab words that we picked for today. So you have your pen?
Yes. Wait, I got a pencil.
Whatever you need.
Okay.
All right, banquet. Tap it out. Good. Just U-E-N-T. You got it.
Oh,
Banquet. So what is the meaning of banquet?
a party?
What kind of party do you think?
Like a work party for sports.
Good. Just like for sports, an award party. So maybe a large dinner part, like a large kind of fancy dinner party for a purpose. Or you put large dinner party. However you. In our little story we're going to read today, people went to a banquet. Okay, so go ahead and write a sentence about that. Maybe you went to. Did you go to the banquet for track?
Yeah.
Good. So you write about that. Read me your sentence.
I went to a big spring track.
All right, good job. Okay, you need to flip to your charting, and actually before you do that, I want you to write banquet on here, and then your definition in a picture and on the back. Okay, you added an N here. Got the word for me, or?
Oh, banquet. T.
Mm-hmm. And where would you divide that syllable? Good job. And what do we know about Q and U? They're what? Does Q go anywhere without U?
No. Oh, yes.
Can you have Q and not U? No. So it's called what letter? Do you remember? It's called a chicken letter. So Q is such a chicken, it won't go anywhere without U. It'll just hide. Unless U's there. And then, so there's no, Q's a chicken letter, will not go anywhere without you, okay? Alright, good job. So go ahead and do a little picture and maybe draw a picture of yourself eating with a couple people and write your definition. Good job. Okay. Alright, now we can go to charting. Okay, we're going to go on page 4. Then we'll do a little practice at the top, and then we're going to do this mix of words, okay?
Steady, punish, can, tonic, picnic, panic.
Panic, good. Okay, so now I'm going to take this from you, and we're going to start our charting, okay? Today is 16.
publish, cannot, cabin, combat. Shellfish.
Awesome. So only one mistake. So you did a really good job. So you can color. Okay. So let's tap this word one time for me.
Cabin, combat.
Combat. You kept saying. So it's. What is the key word for O? O octopus ah. So tap that for me.
Combat.
Combat. Tap it.
It's combat.
Good. Combat. Where do you divide? Right here. Good. So we divide there. So combat. So first syllable com. Ka. And then second syllable bat. Ba. At. Okay? Alright. Let's go to our sentences. Okay. Go ahead.
Kim went to the shop to finish the job. Dennis is not in the attack. What was it?
Alright, tap this attic closet. Dennis, so read this one for me.
Dennis is not in the attic closet.
So where is Dennis?
At the closet.
He's actually not in the closet, okay? So where are they looking for him? So they're looking for Dennis, but he's not in the attic closet. I don't know why he would hide in the attic closet. I guess they're playing hide and seek, right? So Dennis is not in the attic closet.
Let's get a muffin and drink. I think that Jen will publish this script.
Good. So what is Jan gonna do?
Like publish.
What does it mean to publish something? Do you know? All right. When someone writes a book, what is it called when it goes into print? Like, let's say you're going to write a book all about your days of running track at Freehold High School. You write your book, and then you send it off to someone called a publisher. So when you publish something, it means you put it into print, and then other people can read it. So when you go into Barnes & Noble, you have all those books. Somebody published those. So a script. So what is a script?
Like to write something.
Okay, you write something. So she wrote a script maybe for a movie, a play. Now she's going to go publish it. So now it's going to be formally written, and other people can now read it. Okay? Good.
The child did not wish to get in the bathtub.
Alright, so what did the child want to do?
To get washed at bathtub.
Good. The kid didn't want to go get a bath. Good.
Bill felt that did not get upset. Tom and Jim will go on picnic. The magnet is on the top shelf. Ed and Babs went to the cabin by the pond.
So where did Ed and Babs go?
To the pond.
Okay, and what by the pond?
And the cabin.
Good, a cabin by the pond.
We sat under the clough at sunset.
What is the key word for I?
Cliff.
Cliff. Good. You didn't even have to tap it. Good job. We sat on the cliff at sunset. Okay. Move this. Now we can do our quick drill in reverse. Hi. Tell me what letter makes the A sound? A. A says A. What makes the ah sound? What makes the ah sound?
Oh.
Good. What makes the I sound?
E.
What is the key word for E?
Day.
E and E. So I said the I sound.
Oh,
I. Good job. What makes the S sound? Makes the S sound. Good. And what makes the U sound? Good. Alright. What makes the B sound? What makes the B?
B.
Good. What makes the P sound?
P. P.
Good. Just make sure we don't confuse our B's and our P's. So B is B, P is P. So it's almost like very similar ways of speaking. P, B, P. Okay, what makes the T sound?
T.
Good. What makes the K sound?
C.
And?
K.
And?
C. K.
Awesome. And what makes the G sound?
G.
Good job. You're doing awesome. What makes the ank sound? Ank. Awesome. What makes the onk sound? Onk. Good. And what makes the unk? Unk. Awesome. You got it. All right. So we're going to do a couple practice words for review, and then we'll mark up, do our syllables, okay? So can you spell scrod for me? Scrod. This is a blend. No, tap it for me before you spell it. So you've got your blend right. Ska. So tell me how to spell scrod.
J.
No. Scrod. So tell me how you would spell scrod. Yep. And then
D.
Yep. Scrod. Okay? Good job. Now go ahead and cover it up. Spell it.
S-E-R-O-D.
Good. Now go ahead and spell away and say it as you put it away. Good.
C.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now I want you to spell script for me.
Script.
Yep. Awesome. So where's your blend? Good. Script. Now cover it and spell it for me.
S-E-R-I. I mean S-E-R-I-P-T.
Good job. Spell it away.
C-R. I-P-T.
You're awesome. Okay. One more review with our glued words. I want you to spell fang for me. Yeah, fang. You got it. Cover and spell.
F-A-N-G.
Okay, good. Spell away.
F-A-N-G.
All right, now going to write on these. Find one that's a little cleaner. And do our syllables, okay? The word is muffin, so tap your syllables. Muffin.
Muffin.
All right, how would you spell your first syllable? How would you spell it? M-U-F. Before you guys spell it, before you flip it. All right, muff and then fin.
F-I-N.
Awesome, muffin. Good job. Okay, we're gonna do unless.
Tongue.
Spell. Good.
Plus L-E-S-S.
Good job. And does this word have bonus letters at all?
Yes.
Okay, what are your bonus letters?
Yes.
Good job. The word is puppet. Go ahead and tap.
Puppet.
Puppet. First syllable.
P-U-P.
Good job. Flip. Second syllable.
P-I-T.
Wait. Pet. Let's tap it. Tap it for me.
P-A-T.
Tap it for me.
Puppet.
Puppet. Puppet. So puppet, hold on. Let me tap the whole world. Pup. Then puppet. Puppet. Makes the S sound. P-E-T, you got it. Puppet. A lot of times we call them puppets, so it sounds like that I, but it's actually puppet. So with that E. So definitely see where you got that from, because we say, hey, I'm just going to do a puppet show. So you think puppet, but it's actually puppet. So it's a little bit of a schwa, it's a schwa there where it makes a different sound. Especially the way, and sometimes the way we pronounce things, we don't always pronounce our vowels correctly either, depending on what part of the country you live in. Puppet. Alright? Must fit. So tap your syllables. Must fit. Us.
M-E-S-S. Wait.
You just spelled mess.
Oh, sorry. M-D-O?
Mm-hmm. Must. Actually, there's only one S. I know you're thinking your bonus letters, but you don't need them. It's in the middle. So must. So you've got one. Must. And then fit.
F-I-T.
Good job. Must fit. Good job. All right, one more nonsense. Bam, jam. So go ahead and tap it. Good job. How? Good. Sorry. Jam. You can spell it.
I say G.
J-A-M?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, good job.
Like 20?
Yeah. Okay. First sound is ank. Ank. Okay. Ang. Ong. Onk. And unk. Onk. Tap on. Onk.
U-N-K.
U-N-K, good. Alright, so we'll do our real words, and I want you to tap each syllable before you write it down, okay? So we're going to do cobweb. The first syllable. You got it. Like, I know you know these, but I want you to really tap it out. Make sure we have the right word. So catfish, tap your first syllable.
Catfish. Oh, okay.
What is it? What's your first syllable?
It's catfish.
Good. Alright. Public. Public. Alright, that's why I want you to tap your syllables, okay? So pub. Tap pub. Okay, so you have pub right. Now, lick.
L-U-E.
Pub. Public. Pub. And then.
L-I-C.
Good. L-I-C. You got it. You got it? Alright. Tennis. Tennis. What's your first syllable? Alright, how do you spell it? T-E-N and good. So tennis. Where do you divide there? Good. Good. And last one is edit. Ed-it.
Oh, edit.
Mm-hmm.
Edit.
Good. Alright, now we're going to go over to our nonsense words. And I want you to really tap out each syllable, okay? Because these are not easy. These are hard words. And nonsense is hard because we're so used to real words. Okay, so your first one is going to be doth, bet. So tap out doth for me. Our first syllable is doth. Tap that out for me.
Wait, dot.
Doth.
Oh, doth.
Doth.
Okay, doth.
Doth. What makes the th?
T-H.
Good. doth, and then bet. Tap bet. Et. Tap it for me. I want to see a tap.
B-A-T.
B-E-T. So doth bet. Good job. Alright, next one. I want you to tap it before you write anything down, okay? Pal log. Pal. How are you spelling the first syllable?
Pal.
How do you spell it?
P-A-L.
Good. And then the second one, log.
O-G.
Good. L-O-G. Pal log. You got it. Alright, the next one, Viv bends. Viv bends. So tap the first syllable, Viv. How would you spell it? V-I-V. You got it.
V-I-V.
Good. And then your you have it written down?
There it is.
Alright, your next syllable is ben. B-E-N. Good. And then what bends? So what would you put to make it actually have a S at the end? So what are you going to put on?
Go
No. Ben. Viv bends. So what will go?
S.
Good job. You got it. Alright, next word is disbutt. Disbutt. So tap out the first syllable.
So D-I-S.
Good. And then,
B-U-T.
awesome. You got it. Perfect. And then, your last one is Paltin. Paltin.
P-A.
Good. P-A-O. And then what was your next syllable?
T-I-N.
T-I-N. Awesome. You're doing really, really well. Now let's go to your highest frequency word. We'll practice our one from before. I want you to spell island for me. Good job. Alright, let's go to your sentences for sake of time. Alright. Kim went to the shop to finish the job. Kim went to the shop to finish the job.
Air shop.
Finish the job. Kim went to the shop to finish the job. Okay, so now we have to proofread this, so we're going to tap each word, okay? Kim. So just say tap each sound. Kim, good.
Went to the went.
Tap it with each finger.
Went to the shop.
Tap shop.
Shop. To finish the job.
Okay, good. So can you divide the syllables and finish for me? Awesome. Now you need to scoop each, so you need you to draw the line in your C under each syllable of this sentence. Mark your C's. Good job. Okay. Do you have any digraphs in that sentence? Go ahead and underline them.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm. Underline. And where else is there a diagram? And? Good. There's more than one thought. Awesome. You got it. Perfect. Alright, next sentence. Tom and Jan will go on a picnic. Tom and Jan will go on a picnic. Picnic. Tom and Jan will go on a picnic. Alright, so tap each sound for me to proofread.
Tom and Jen
Will go.
on a picnic.
Good. So where do you divide picnic? Good job. Mark your syllables. Alright, do you have any bonus letters in the sentence? Good. Alright, last one. We sat on the cliff at sunset. Awesome. Alright, go ahead and mark your syllables. Good. Alright, cliff. Alright, go ahead and mark your syllables and then we'll go into bonus letters, okay? No, that's only one. There's only one vowel. But mark your syllables. Only one syllable, Cliff. But I know you're looking at Cliff. What do we have in Cliff? You have a blend, right? So go ahead and underline, diagram some blends. Yeah, you can start your bonus. Good job. And where's their blend? Where's their not in sunset? Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. You're right in there. Click. See how? It's your bone. It's your blend. You got it. No, it's only one syllable. You're not making a line. You're underlining blend. Good job. So you have a blend and a bonus letter in Cliff. Okay? You got it. Good job. All right. So you can close this. If you want to open to your vowels, you can for the reading passage. And then I'm going to give you these so you can draw it out. Okay. So we're going to read the slob. So I want you to read it to yourself first.
Tim was such a slob at the banquet. Your lash fell on his lining top, and he did not have napkin or slack. This did not upset him, but his gal Beth made such a fuss. She was selling until Tom got her to Brand, and the rest of the banquet was lost.
Okay, good. So I want you to maybe draw a few pictures as we're retelling it together, and then I'm going to have you retell it to me, okay? So let's break the story down. So you're going to draw some pictures. All right. So what was Tom at the banquet?
Slob.
What does it mean to be a slob?
Surprise.
Not surprised. What does it mean when someone's a slob? How's their room normally look if they're a slob? Messy. So if you're a slob while you're eating, what do you usually do with your food? You're kind of messy, right? So he's a little messy at the bank. So he's at a nice fancy dinner and he's messy. Drawing all the tables and him being a mess. Alright, so he's making a mess. Alright, good job. Alright, so what fell on his lap? Relish. You know what relish is? Relish is, you never have like some people put green stuff on hot dogs? It looks like maybe he's chopped up pickles or something. So that's like something. So relish, it's like a hot dog condiment. So he spilled that on. So what are you supposed to have on your lap when you eat at a fancy place? Yeah, did he have one? No. So not wearing his napkin on his lap, and he spills relish all over himself. But he's making a mess here. Okay. So how did he react? How did he feel? Words. He did not what?
Did not get upset.
Okay. So did it bother Tom that he had relish all over his lap?
Yes.
Yes. No. Who did it bother?
Relish, Tom.
But his. All right. So read the next sentence. This did not upset him, but.
But this gal, Beth, made such a
Fuss. How did his girlfriend feel?
very fuss.
What is a fuss? Do you know what it means when you make a fuss? Mistake, or you make a big fuss. You think she's happy? She's a little annoyed, right? So Beth's annoyed, so maybe you can draw Beth being annoyed right here. Maybe draw a girl with a mad face. Okay. Alright, good. I see her mad face right there. Alright. Oh, she's really mad. Okay, but what did Tom do? How did he get her to not be mad anymore?
To get her grin.
Good, he got her to grin. What does it mean when she grins? What does it mean to grin?
Clean it.
Not clean it. Alright, Tom was a comic. What does it mean when you're a comic? What is comedy? You know what comedy is, right?
Yeah, I did.
When something's what?
Mess.
Not a mess. That's a slob, you're a mess. When you're a comic, you're funny. So, he's being funny, and that gets her to what?
Peeling.
Grin. So a comic, you're really funny, and then you get someone to grin. A grin is a smile, okay? So he makes a big mess, she's all annoyed, then all of a sudden he says something funny and she starts laughing at him, Okay, so do you want to maybe draw Beth with a big smile laughing? Good, so now Beth's happy. Good. Alright, so how was the rest of the banquet?
That looks fun.
They had lots of fun. So he was a mess, she laughed at him, then they had fun. Okay? So now you can keep your pictures. So we've got the banquet, and we've got Mad Beth and Happy Beth, and maybe put Tom being a comic on that. Alright. So tell me about the story.
About the bagels were a mess.
Okay, so who made a mess?
Tom.
Good, but what'd he do?
By false. No.
What'd he spill on himself?
Like pickles or.
Yeah. Relish. Good, he spilled relish. Alright, tell me about Tom. How did Tom act afterwards?
Very upset.
Was he upset or?
Oh no, Beth.
Beth was upset, okay? His girlfriend was mad, so what did he do?
She's very fussy.
Good, he was fussy. So then what did he do to make her not fussy?
Make her grin.
Good, he made her grin, he made her laugh. And then what happened the rest of the banquet?
That was
Good job. Alright, you are all set. You did an awesome job.